Hey Dave. Yeah, what? What's the name of that game? What game? You know, one with the elf. Oh, Skyrim? No, the other elf. What other one? Hang on a minute, I'll Google it. Zelda. Yeah, that's the one.
Ooh. This singing and dance, ooh. Wow, just a thing. So what is up, everybody? Bobby here, the Nintendo Guru. Man, here we go. It's that day. It's that day you love. You keep pushing me aside. That day you love. You know what day it is, right? And I can't break through. You know what? Come on. Say it with me. There's no talking to you. It's that Free Flow Friday. You've missed Free Flow Friday. And listen, it's been a while. It's been a while. And I know that. And I know it's been and I apologize for it being a while. I apologize for it being a while. Do you believe in life after love? But, you know, it just takes time to remember these stories. I don't remember stories the way I used to. And not only that, like, I have to kind of protect the innocent. I can't be coming out and just divulging everybody's secrets. But this one I felt like, you know what? Let's do this one. Let's discuss this one. My Super Nintendo. How did I get my Super Nintendo? Listen, I'm the Nintendo Guru. I love me some Super Nintendo. My favorite console of all time, the Super Nintendo. Quickly moving up on its heels would be the Nintendo Switch. But if I need to go back in time, the Super Nintendo was the be-all, end-all. I love that console. So great. So many great JRPGs. I can feel something inside me say. Some great Zelda. Some great Mario. There were some fantastic games. Super Metroid that hit that console. And I love that console. So, I wanted to discuss how I got my Super Nintendo. Here's the thing. Growing up, I had an Atari 2600. My mom, I talked about this in the previous episode, how I got my NES. My mom would not just get us the latest and the greatest. We had to kind of like prove the worth. Like I had to sit there like an attorney, go to trial for the defense of the Super Nintendo. Like defend myself to get this thing. So if we rewind history, right, I'm about 17 or 18. I think I'm 18 at the time because my parents have now divorced or they're in process of a divorce. And I was just graduating high school, right? So I'm here. I'm just graduating high school. I'm like,
yo, want me that Super Nintendo, Mom? Like, this Nintendo Power Issue is telling me all about it. We got it, Mom. We need the Super Nintendo here.
So she's like,
no, there's no way that I'm buying you a new console.
Kind of like when I had the Atari 2600. So when I had the Atari 2600, I had to prove to my mom to get an NES. Didn't get an NES. Got an Atari 7800. Pure garbage, pure trash. My mom just wasted her money on it. But they believed in backwards compatibility. So my first thought was,
I'm good. Mom, I'm good. You get me the Super Nintendo, and I can play all my... Can't play all my NES games on it, because it's not backwards compatible.
So now I have to defend and fight for the cause of the Super Nintendo. It's coming out for Christmas. I need to have it. My friends at school, I'm moving on my cousins. They all know I love Nintendo. They know Bobby's going to get this thing. He's got to have this thing, right? So I go to my mom and I say, Mom,
I need this thing.
No, you're not getting it.
Mom, why?
You don't have a need for it.
Mom, seriously. I'm only asking for one thing. I just want the Super Nintendo.
No, You're not getting a Super Nintendo.
Mom, can you please tell me why? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand this. Why do you hate me so much as a human being that you'll deprive your pride, your joy, your loving son of the one thing he wants?
But then I realized I'm not the favorite son. She loves that little demon seed brother of mine more than me. Like, she treats him like gold, no matter what. I can never, even to this day, I can never eclipse. Never eclipse. It's always the baby. It's always a baby. Same baby that took his kids and moved away, states away, took your grandbabies away, Mom, but that don't matter to me, don't matter to you, it don't matter to nobody. I can't win the respect. Doesn't matter.
I'm about to have a moment, I'm about to have a breakdown, to cry.
Not really. It's whatever. So listen. So I'm sitting there, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm going to prove this to you. So I said,
Mom, come with me for a minute. Let me show you your last year's Christmas presents, okay?
So I opened the door to my brother's room. Man, this kid, it's like a bomb. Like a bomb went off in that bedroom. Clothes, toys, you name it, man. Remote control cars, tore apart, thrown all over the place. Like, it's literally like someone just took a hand grenade, threw it in the bedroom, shut the door, and was like, boom. Like, it was just madness. So I remember saying to my mom,
look, you see how Tony keeps his stuff? Come with me now.
So we go to my room, right? And I open the door. Now, my room ain't spotless. It's dirty. It's got some clothes around. It's a little messy. But my Nintendo, my TV's gorgeous. Taken care of. Perfection. All the games put away. In cases. All that stuff.
Mom, I take care of my stuff. Please, for the love of God, please buy me a Super Nintendo for Christmas.
She wasn't having it. At least that's what I thought. And then Christmas rolls around, and I sit there, and I'm like, okay, we're going to get one. And I'm thinking I'm not. But the crazy thing is the way my mom started to do stuff as we got older was because we knew that there was, that thing wasn't, okay? You know where I'm going, right? I just don't want to, yeah. So anyway, so basically, I'm sitting there, and I'm like, okay, what's the deal? Here we go. And I got all this garbage, right? I'm opening all this trash. And I'm thinking to myself, she really didn't give me a Super Nintendo. My mom hates me. My mom just loathes me. That I asked for the Super Nintendo, that's all I asked for. That and Super Mario World, that's all I wanted. I just remember watching commercials, recording on my VHS, right? We had a VHS recorder back then. No such thing as DVDs back then, kids. Record on these little tapes, and I'm watching Super Mario World commercials over and over again, just trying to fall in love because I know I'm gonna get this on Christmas. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I didn't get one. So I remember going to the next door. Next door was my cousins, right? And I go to my cousin's house, and my cousin Jamie got a Super Nintendo that year, and I'm devastated. This is the NES all over again. My cousins are all going to get this thing, and I'm not going to have one. And I'm crushed. Because there was a rule that we weren't allowed to buy anything for ourselves from October until after Christmas. So I can't get a Super Nintendo now. They're sold out. I can't get it anywhere. And I'm thinking in my head, how do I get one? It isn't like I can't go to the mall tomorrow and pick up a Super Nintendo. It's done. So then we get done. We go back home. And my mom goes,
oh my God. I forgot. I got some more presents.
Here comes a Super Nintendo. So here I am, all pissy and just miserable.
I didn't get my Super Nintendo.
And she's like, here's a gift. And this box is big. And I know what it is. And sure enough, it was a Super Nintendo. And from that day on, I knew my mom loved me. I knew that my mom loved me more than my brother. Because that was the moment that my mom showed me that she loved me more than that little kid. And it's just that way it is. I love you, Mom. I love you, Mommy. Thank you for giving me the Super Nintendo and showing me that you love me more than Tony. I appreciate it. I love you. So that is all. Thank you guys for watching today's Free Flow Friday. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please slap the like button down below. Share it with all your friends. If you're not a subscriber, what are you doing with your life? You're just miserable. like my brother was. Don't be like my brother. Be like me. Smiles McGee.
It was so stupid, but we're just going to keep going on.
Slap the subscribe button down below. Follow me Instagram, Twitter, @Nintendo Gurus. That is all. Peace out, Preston.